We're just going to jump to the fifth. Do you mind? It's a good jump. No, forget that. Let's begin right here in the first. Justin Turner, he strikes again to start the offensive scoring.
I mean, he's done it every night. The Dodgers are getting production in that first inning. And you know what? When you have a chance for your pitching to relax, when you're the visiting team, I know we didn't change venues, but they're the visiting team.
Here's Corey Seager. This guy again.
Leave him alone. I mean, he's amazing. He's on such a roll. And what's even more challenging to him, I think, than the run that Randy's on is match up lefties. He's hitting lefties like they're righties.
It's insane to watch. Here's Julio Urias. He's been so
pitched
good
tonight.
He's been so good in this postseason. But he's facing that guy, Randy Arozarena.
Viene el lanzamiento, le tira, saca batazo. Este sí es peligroso entre el right center field hacia atrás. La bola se va elevando.
Oh, Matt Vasgersian in great voice tonight with the international call. Arozarena does it again. We go to the fifth. Here's Peter Fairbanks, third raised pitcher of this game, working with a runner second, 2 outs. Max Muncy's up.
They keep pitching to him with the open base. I'm telling you, they don't pull this game out, and they don't make this adjustment. They continue to challenge these left-handed hitters with the open base, and they keep burning them. Seager did it. Seager will do it later in the game. Muncy did it there. And then, how about a little hug
pull
and
him
fall?
off the base?
Well, I tell you what, we've seen it before, Greg.
No, we have. It was back in the 90s when it was Kent Herbeck and Ron Gant. Here, Hunter Renfroe. Is this a 500-foot home run?
I mean, he got it all. If you wonder if a guy, when you hear the word he got it all, that's getting it all.
Unreal power. So now it's a 1-run game. Diego Castillo gets in a jam, walks to Kike Hernandez up. 2 on, 2 outs. Kike has come up clutch many times in the postseason.
He's really a terrific player. And one reason he stands out, he does it in the postseason all the time.
So, Dodgers take a 4-2 lead. Here's Pedro Baez facing Brandon Lau. Watch this.
Into left field and well struck. Taylor back, and it's gone. He got him. Wow.
Matty B going back and forth from Spanish to English. You see Lau's 3rd home run of the World Series. And just like that, the Rays are up by 1. To the 7th, Nick Anderson. Rays intentionally walked Bellinger, loaded bases with 2 outs. Dave Roberts sends up Jock Peterson as a pinch hitter, and just out of the reach.
The right fielder, the first right fielder that is, just missed it. This ends up being a big out. That kills the rally, but it opens the door for the next half inning for Tampa.
You're absolutely right. And you see, it looked like he lost his footing, Lau.
Yeah.
Shallow right.
Yeah, he had it too.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th.
A lot of stumbling on the AstroTurf.
Oh, good point. You see, there's a lefty up in the bullpen, Gonzalez, but they decide, you know what? We're going to leave Baez to face Kiermaier.
He got him. He got him.
His 2nd home run of the Fall Classic. Kiermaier batting 9th. Comes through in a big way for the Tampa Bay Rays.
A lot of the strategy, the people are sitting there going, I don't know why they're doing this or that. The 3-batter rule affected a lot of moves in this game.
Here, Chris Taylor at 2nd, 2 outs. Dodgers have scored nearly 60% of the runs with 2 outs in the postseason. Seager, even when he doesn't get it, he gets it done.
Yeah, I thought the 7th and 8th inning were deciders. I even broke those innings down, and there's a lot of stuff that went away because of the craziness of the night.
So bottom 9, Kenley facing Arozarena. Winning run, 2 outs. This one's in the dirt. Go take your base. Who's up next? Brett Phillips.
The 1-2 pitch. And Phillips is cashed in. A base hit back up the middle. Here's Kiermaier to score. The ball's mishandled. And now they've got Arozarena to run down. Arozarena scores, and the Rays have won the game. Santa Maria!
No matter what language he speaks, Santa Maria is clear as day. Matty B nails it. This was absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. And the Tampa Bay Rays bring agony to Dave Roberts and the Dodgers. And there's your hero, a guy that hasn't had a knock since September 25th. Wow. The Rays even the Fall Classic at 2 games apiece. Final score in an epic game 4, 8-7 Tampa Bay. And joining us now on MLB Tonight, the hero of an epic World Series Game 4, Brett Phillips. Brett, first and foremost, Greg Amsinger, Harold Reynolds, congratulations on one of the greatest nights of your life. You haven't had a hit since September 25th, man, and you're standing in the on-deck circle. You see a Rosarena walk. What's going through your mind after he goes down to first base?
Fellas, always a pleasure talking with y'all. Man, first off, what a great team win. You know, Kevin Cash showing why he's one of the best managers in the league, using almost every 28 guys here. You know, Randy putting together a great at-bat, KK getting on base, and luckily, you know, God willing, I had the opportunity to come up here and do a job and help the team win, just like everyone else did.
Big fella, talk to me. Wow. Hey, congrats.
What's up, baby? Thank you.
Hey, so take me through the at-bat, because it looked like there was a couple questionable pitches in there, but yet you stayed through the AB that I thought might have been balls that were called strikes, and you battled through it. But take me through kind of pitch by pitch in your mind.
Yeah, honestly, I was just came up there looking for a good pitch to hit. That's the only thing. Like you guys said, I haven't.
Hey, let me stop you right there, because the first cutter he threw you, I was like, uh-oh, he's throwing a blaze saw right at you.
Yeah, you know, obviously Jansen, being one of the better relievers in the game. For myself, not trying to do too much. I haven't, you know, like you said, haven't had a hit since the 25th. I was left off the ALCS roster for pitching. So I was just trying not to do too much. And he gave me what I thought was a good pitch to swing at, and luckily the ball fell. That's what baseball's all about right there.
Yeah, but the ball fell, and then chaos ensued. But what did you see? How did you see it rounding first base?
You know, honestly, it's really hard for me to remember 5 minutes ago just because of the excitement. But all I knew is I was running in the outfield like an airplane, and I can't even tell you what happened. I just knew we won. It was a blessing.
How long did it take you to get your breath back?
I'm still trying to catch my breath. I got a blazing headache right now. Honestly, this is next to my wedding day, getting married. This is the most exciting I've ever been. I just feel so blessed.
You should be, man. We're so happy for you. Do you know what happened? Did you see what happened on that play?
No, I didn't even see where the ball landed, where I hit it.
So Randy Rosarena starts to run because Taylor bobbles the ball in center field. So they wave him around, but then Rosarena falls.
Oh man, it's crazy.
So then they throw home, but Will Smith doesn't catch the ball. So Rosarena, who was going back to third, scores. The game's over.
Cow, that's crazy. I hope you were announcing the game, because that was epic right there.
I can't believe I just depicted as best as I could what happened in one of the greatest nights of your life.
Well, I'm glad you just did that, because I didn't remember anything. That was even cooler than the moment. You just imitating that.
Brett, you're the best, man. Hey, congratulations. Got to let you go on that one. That is tremendous. Enjoy the rest of the night, okay?
Yeah, thank you. We got a lot of work to do, and to end on a good note. Thank you, guys.
I felt a lot of pressure there to describe what happened.
But you did. You know what was amazing, though? You did a great job, no doubt about it. But from our vantage point, we had the best vantage point in the ballpark of everything going on. So that's why you were so dead on.
Glad you can see details surrounding the man. That image right there will be connected to Brett Phillips forever. He hadn't had a hit in almost a month. You see what he did during the regular season. Wasn't on the ALCS roster. He is a fan favorite of the network for many reasons, but you can see just an absolutely kind young man. And the play, after he makes contact, it's a play that will go down in infamy. We will be talking about it for decades.
Well, because there's so many things that happen. This is a Major League game, not Williamsport. This is a Major League World Series game. But things speed up when things start happening, and it seems you always hear the wheels came off, right? Well, this ball's hit hard. Once it hits the ground, the run is scoring. Kiermaier is scoring from second. Right there, he looks. If we can run that back just a little bit. He looks up. All right, we're going to run this back, and I think this is where the play falls back. Right when Taylor starts to touch it, go ahead, go on back, guys. When he touches the ball, right there, you see him? He's going to, instead of looking in his glove, he started to peek. Bring it forward just a little bit, little bit, little bit. And as it comes forward, he's now going to start to peek to third base. Now, this is an infielder. What happens a lot of times in infield, you look it in, you go transfer to your hand. You don't look the ball into your hand. You just naturally have it. He's an infielder. He just missed it. Now he comes up and makes a throw. Right on target, a little bit offline, so Muncy's going to relay. Now, Smith right here, he gets in a hurry because he doesn't know this guy has stopped. The last time he saw him was full speed. He doesn't see him fall. He's tracking the ball in the relays because he's got to get himself, one, give him the lane, so he's got to get in the right position because of the rule. Secondly, he's got to follow. Where is he going to throw the ball to? Is he going to throw it all the way in the air? Is he going to hit a cutoff? What are we going to do? All those things were happening in this amazing play. It was amazing.
You see the kick, but watch the throw from Muncy. It looks like he threw a changeup to home plate.
A little bit of a cutter. He's so close. I think he realized that he might have thought he was deeper towards the outfield, but he was closer to home base. So now he doesn't want to put as much on it, and he ends up throwing a little bit of a cutter.
I mean, the emotional roller coaster while this play was taking place for everyone in this ballpark, it was absolute pandemonium. You see how he guides it?
Yeah, but did you see? I think he wanted to hold the ball. I think he saw where he was at. Run that. If we can get that, he catches the ball, and when he starts to throw, he sees he's either on the ground or just getting up. So it's almost like when Muncy catches this ball, I want you to look beyond the ball over there. Rosarena's falling right now.
He's falling.
And that's when he catches and looks. And if you can run it back just a little bit, he's going to run towards the base runner. He's going to look towards the runner at third.
He clearly saw that he was on the ground.
He was on the ground, and that's why he threw a cutter, because he's trying to hold on to the ball.
Well, that was not a good cutter. There was a guy that threw a couple good cutters in that inning, and it was Kenley Jansen. The stuff wasn't bad. Kenley, a gentleman, sat down, addressed the media after this heartbreaking World Series loss. Here's what he said.
You can't beat yourself. Like I say, you got to stay positive. I mean, I didn't give up one hard hit. I mean, what can I do? You know, can't do anything with that. I throw the pitches where I wanted to. You know, credit to the hitters. A broken bat single and then a bloop single. You can't, ain't no time to hang our head. Tomorrow's another day, you know, and we'll never get that situation again, the same situation, you know, get in there and compete and help our team win.
Well, let's go back to the at-bat with Kenley facing Phillips. Now, he hasn't had a hit since when, Greg?
September 25th.
So let's look at the first cutter. That cutter right there was as good a cutter as Kenley's been throwing all year. That was nasty. Right here, it looks like, okay, it's up a little bit, goes down away. That's a bat I thought might have changed the AB. Instead of 2-1, it's a 1-2. He comes back with the cutter, and then he gets the base hit, and this all happens. But I want to point out one thing that we're going to miss, that we've been talking about with the relay, to throw, all these things. But because Rosarenda gets such a great lead, look at how big his lead is. He's the second runner, and because he's so athletic and can fly, he makes it a competitive play. Yeah. Anybody else is stopping at third base. But because of his size and speed and the lead that he had, he forced all the craziness at home plate. And so the other part of that is the third base coach is sitting there going, he sees the stuff that Jensen has, and he says, are we going to really throw together 3, 4 hits, 5 hits off this guy to win the game? Yeah. You take your chance when you have it. But I thought the lead changed everything. Because he had that big lead and he was aggressive, you send him.
And it felt like Will Smith, as the catcher, heard footsteps. He knew a Rosarena. He could see him flying around. He saw the bobble. He saw Muncy get the ball. He expected a Rosarena to be right on him. Last thing he expected was him to fall down. So he was in a rush. And did you see that graphic before we go to break? How about that? The last time we saw a team trailing with 2 outs in the 9th inning and then win in the 9th inning was in 1988, the Kirk Gibson home run.
Wow.
How about that?
Comes
full circle, huh?
You know, Matt Baker, our guy, right, a research guy. That's the first World Series game to end with an error since Bill Buckner's error in '86.
A throwing error, yeah.
And Sunday.
A fielding error, yeah.
A fielding error. It will be the 34th anniversary of that game.
Wow.
Crazy stuff.
It's all ties to history. A historic night here in the Lone Star State. We come back, we'll check in with our friend that lives in the Lone Star State. Kevin Millar joins the show. Why not? The show's that good. He's next.
MLB Tonight is presented by Evan Williams Bourbon, proud sponsor of the 2020 MLB World Series. Hit one out of the park with Evan Williams, bourbon done right.